This is my garage.
And it's gonna pull through like that. Pull the cable out and everything. And come out just like that. You pull the cable through the floor and it's done. You put it all back together like that. I'm not happy with the discoloration on the new surrounder. I'm gonna see if I can do something about that. Alright, now your transmission wire and harness is right there. You can just disconnect it right here. Just like that. Looks like it runs right here too. And there you go. Alright, so when you pull your harness right here out, you're going to have to unhook your downstream O2 sensors right there and right there. If you've had problems with your auto tragic leaking transmission fluid like I have, then pretty much everything under here is going to be greasy and nasty. I can't hardly touch nothing without getting dirty, but I had to replace this seal right here. I had to replace the tail shaft bushing up in there. I don't know if you can even see it, and the whole tail shaft itself. This tail shaft busted one day at the drag strip, and I had a blowout. This thing blew transmission fluid all over everything under here. Made a mess. I really need to clean it out one day. Alright, so we're getting close to putting the new transmission in. After about a freaking week of going through part stores and looking through everything, trying to get a flywheel, I think I've got one ordered. I hope it's the right flywheel. If it is, we'll be putting the transmission in tomorrow. This video right here will probably spread out over the last week of just junk I've been doing because I was bored. But today we're gonna go ahead and get the pilot bearing in and just do a little bit of cleanup, and we'll go from there. All right, now for the pilot bearing, all you want to do is just get a little bit of brake cleaner in there and make sure it's cleaned out good. But especially with this car, it's never had a pilot bearing in it, so we don't want a bunch of dirt and grime and junk in there with it. Make sure you get it dried back off. You don't want brake fluid slinging around getting on, or brake cleaner getting on your clutch or nothing. It'll mess your clutch up. Now what you want to do is you want to take a socket or something, get it lined up in there good. Take a socket or something that's about the same size as the outside ring of the throw-out bearing. You don't want to hit the inside right there. And you want to just knock it in a little bit. Make sure it's going in straight. Once you get it in there good, you just go on ahead and knock it down till it seats. Alright, so as it would seem, Mustang parts are actually pretty hard to get a hold of. I went to like all the parts stores in the area. They didn't have a flywheel. One said they had it, but ended up getting me the wrong one. I had to take it back. So right now, I'm probably not going to post anything this week like I usually post every week, because I'm waiting till next week. Probably next Thursday my parts will get in, and when those $215 worth of extra parts get here, we'll get started on getting this thing together, getting it done. Once the parts get here, there's nothing to it. But as you've seen, I've done the clutch cable, I've done the clutch assembly. I pulled all the auto stuff out. I didn't show pulling the trans cooler out, but I got that out of here. The trans lines, all that stuff's gone. Anything and everything that makes this car an auto except the computer is gone. I am gonna have to wire up the automatic wiring harness because I don't have a manual harness right now, and I might just replace that later. I don't know. It's not a big deal. I can just wire it up and it'll work just fine. But all that said and done, it should be done this weekend, or well, next weekend. And just, that's all there is to it. Well, the new flywheel showed up today. I got the clutch pressure plate bolts, the new flywheel bolts. I ordered them. That's like $40 freaking right there. All that, we done checked the pressure plate. For some reason, the dowel pins on the darn flywheel don't line up with the pressure plate, but the bolt holes do. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm told I don't need the dowel pins specifically, they're just there to help. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there, and should be finishing up and getting the transmission in tomorrow. Alright, so now that I've cleaned my flywheel, I've cleaned the end of my crank, everything looks good here. I've got my pilot bearing in already. I did that the other day, as you saw. Now next thing you want to do before you put the flywheel on is you want to go ahead and get your dust shield here back up in place. Now you're supposed to have a torque wrench for this, but I don't. So I'm gonna torque them to German specs, which guten tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only need 6 for this one. So if I break one, getting it good and tight, I got 2 more. But anyway, what you're gonna want to do here is take and just apply a little bead of medium strength thread locker, like so. Just run that down there. Just like that. That's all 6. Take all this over here and get started. I'm using my pressure plate as a bowl, yes. If it works, it works. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you. Flywheels are pretty heavy, especially at a bad angle. Now get it on there till all your bolt holes line up. so. Take you one right up there. And go ahead and get her in there. Looking good, looking good. Kind of surprised I actually had the right parts here in my hand. Just hanging that on there. That ought to hold that still for me so I can get them good and tight. You want to go in a cross pattern around the crank to make sure you don't warp nothing. And there you have it. All right, now we've got our pressure plate cleaned and looking good. Everything looks great. Time to get her together. Like I said yesterday, our dowel pins for some reason don't line up with the pressure plate, so I'm not going to be using them. It's alright to not have them, it's just you got to be more adamant lining up the pressure plate so you don't get vibrations and everything else. But anyway, keep your hands clean and get everything in there like so. Now with your alignment tool in place, time to grab your pressure plate and go ahead and get it in there. All right, icing on the cake. Sorry, my camera died again. We got the mount from my automatic on here. That fit up just nice. No issues. All the bolts are in there. On each side, I got the clutch hooked up already. About all that's left is the drive shaft and the starter. Put that right there. Stick this long extension through here like this. I'll show you here in a minute. And you can get that top bolt, no problem. Yeah, you run the extension through there, over the sway bar, through the K-member, through the motor mount right there, and onto the starter bolt. And there you have it. That's all there is to that infamous Mustang starter. Same thing again with the drive shaft. You shove it up in the transmission up there, and put your 4 bolts in back here, like any drive shaft, and there you have it.